Welcome to Across the Globe. Today we will learn about setting up configuration files. Configuration files in Flask are crucial for storing settings and configurations for your Flask application. These files enable the management of various settings for different environments, such as development, testing, and production. For instance, you could have separate configuration files to specify different database connections for each environment. This segregation helps maintain code clarity and simplifies the deployment process, as you can quickly switch between settings without needing to modify the codebase. To store configurations in a Python file, create a new file like config.py. In this file, define configurations using Python classes or dictionaries. For instance, a configuration file named config.py may contain class config, debug equals true, secret key, my secret key. This structure allows easy access and modification of configuration parameters within your application. To import a configuration file in a Flask application, utilize the app.config.from_object method. This method loads the configurations from the specified file. For instance, if you have a configuration file named config in a module named config, you can import it in your Flask app as follows. Python from Flask import Flask from config. Import config app equals Flask name app.config.from_object config. Make sure that the config class in the config module contains the configuration settings that you want to use in your Flask application. This method helps keep your application organized by separating configuration settings into a separate file. To access configuration values in your application, you can utilize the app.config dictionary in Python. This dictionary stores various configuration settings that can be accessed throughout your application code. For example, if you have a configuration setting named debug, you can access its value by using app.config debug. This allows you to retrieve and use configuration values dynamically in different parts of your code, enhancing the flexibility and modularity of your application. By leveraging the app.config dictionary, you can easily manage and access configuration values such as database connection settings, API keys, or feature toggles, ensuring seamless functionality and adaptability in your application. When setting up application configurations, it is advisable to segregate values into distinct files depending on the environment in use. By doing so, it enables better organization and maintenance of configuration settings for various environments like development, testing, production, etc. To enhance security and protect sensitive data, such as API keys, it is recommended to utilize environment variables. Storing confidential information like API keys in environment variables helps prevent unauthorized access and exposure in source code repositories or public locations. For instance, in a Python application, the os.environ.get secret key method can be employed to retrieve sensitive information like a secret key from environment variables. By utilizing this approach, critical data remains secure and is not hard-coded within the source code. By adopting these practices, developers can streamline the management of application configurations and ensure the safeguarding of sensitive information across diverse environments, thus promoting efficient and secure application development. Setting up configuration files is like creating a blueprint for a house before building it. Just like how a blueprint outlines the layout and design of each room in a house, a configuration file defines the settings and parameters that a program will use. Without a blueprint, a construction team would have no idea how to build a house correctly. Similarly, without a configuration file, a program may not function correctly or efficiently. By setting up configuration files, it ensures that all the necessary information and specifications are in place before the program is implemented. Just like how a blueprint ensures a house is built according to plan. Hey Code Conquerors, ready to level up? With TechLearn ATG, showcase your skills with official course certificates. Just visit our site and start. Need that extra boost? Get tailored learning, 24/7 support, and expert guidance. Coding smarter, growing faster, and making learning fun. Go to our website across the globe, www.atg.world. The given code demonstrates the process of setting up configuration files in a Flask application. By defining specific configurations within the app, such as enabling debugging, setting a secret key, and specifying a database URI, developers can tailor the behavior of their application to meet specific requirements. In this scenario, after importing essential modules from Flask, a Flask App instance is created. Subsequently, various configuration parameters are assigned within the app.config dictionary. For instance, by setting debug to true, debugging mode is enabled, aiding in identifying and resolving issues during development. Additionally, a secret key is established to enhance the security of the application, particularly when working with sessions and cookies. The database URI parameter points to the SQLite database file mydatabase.db, setting up the database connection for the application. Moreover, two routes are defined. The /route represents the home page, while the /about route serves as a page for information about the application. These routes are set to return JSON responses using the Flask JSONify function, effectively communicating data to the client in a structured format. Finally, the app is executed when the script is run directly, initiating the Flask development server and making the application accessible to users. By implementing configuration files in this manner, developers can efficiently manage essential settings and parameters within their Flask applications, promoting organization, customization, and streamlined functionality. One real-world example where setting up configuration files is crucial is in the deployment of web applications on cloud platforms like AWS or Azure. By configuring the necessary settings in a central configuration file, developers can easily manage different environments, e.g., development, testing, production, and ensure consistent behavior across deployments. Another example is in the setting up of server configurations for large-scale databases in industries like finance or healthcare. By utilizing configuration files, administrators can define parameters such as connection limits, caching settings, and security protocols to optimize performance and ensure data security. Setting up configuration files plays a vital role in ensuring the stability, security, and scalability of industrial applications across various domains. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next video.